Hello, this is Rose Portia. Welcome back. This is the final video in the series of how to double your referrals, and it's my pleasure to take you through this final step, asking for the referral. Now, I want to take you through a concept of passive versus proactive referrals. There are two types of referrals. There are the passive referrals that just come and you're not necessarily knowing when you're going to get that referral, but it's a really welcome surprise. You're so pleased when you get that referral, that phone call or that email saying, I'd like to work with you. I've been referred by my family member or by a work colleague or whoever it might be. So that's a passive referral, and we want to capitalize on as many of those, and that definitely happens when you implement step 2, which is plant the seed early. And if you do that consistently, you'll start to increase the number of referrals you do. Also in the step educate and remind your clients, you'll be definitely increasing the number of passive referrals when you implement that step. So really key steps to increase the number of passive referrals. But one of the things that a lot of brokers don't do is they don't necessarily ask for proactive referrals. In other words, actually asking the client who they know that they can introduce them to there and then. And that's probably because they don't have a system or a process around that. So what I'd like to do is give you one suggestion. There are many suggestions. When I work with my coaching clients, we come up with quite a few strategies for getting referrals into their business in a proactive way. But let me show you one strategy that works really well and is getting great results. What you can do, and you can do this either at loan approval time or at document signing, if you do the document signing process with your clients, you can start to let your clients know that there are ways that they can pay off their mortgage faster. And obviously you've got access to those terrific calculators through your aggregator, so you can get on the computer and show them how a small amount, $50 a week or $100 a week, can make a huge impact on paying their mortgage down. Now, there's a reason I'm telling you this strategy in terms of client referrals, because when you do that with your client, then you can offer that same service. Who do you know that would benefit from a conversation with me about how they can pay their mortgage off faster? And they will come forthcoming with names and numbers of people. You can ask the question, I'd love to have a wealth coaching session with one of your friends or family or a couple of your people that you know. You could call it a strategy session. You could call it a debt reduction session where we talk about reducing your debt and paying your mortgage off quickly. But people love that. People instinctively know that if they pay more money on their mortgage, that it's typically going to reduce, but they don't necessarily know by how much. What we've done at Map System is we've actually created these little cards with the broker's photo, logo and details on the card, and we've put together information CDs with information on how you can pay your mortgage off faster. And what we do is we ask the client to fill in and write a few notes to people they know who would benefit from this information. We put that in the post and we send that off, and then we follow up with a phone call, and we can get an enormous amount of referrals from this little activity with the card and the quality information CD. It's a way of making a warm approach, a warm introduction to getting more people in front of you and having more conversations about their mortgage. So typically what happens is you give them a little bit of advice over the phone as to how they can pay their mortgage off faster and maybe get on the calculator, and then invariably the conversation of refinance or purchase or whatever they might be wanting to do with their finances evolves, and from that you generate business. We've had Daniel, one of the guys on the Map System program, who got 15 referrals from one client. Typically he gets around 8 referrals every time he uses the process. So if you want a way of getting more referrals in a proactive form, offer something as a gift. Offer something that you can give to the family and friends of your clients, to the work colleagues of your clients, that creates a need for them to meet with you or talk to you over the phone so they can get some valuable information from you. You do that on a regular basis and you'll really increase the number of proactive referrals that you get. So that is the step that I want you to consider. Start being proactive with your referrals. Start actually asking, even if it's as much as saying to your clients, who do you know that can benefit from what I do? Would you send them an email? Would you give them a phone call and introduce me? You can even do things like that to get introductions in a proactive way. But if you think of it this way, if every one of your clients gave you one referral that became business, you would absolutely double your business. So I want you to start thinking of enjoying those passive referrals that come, but also start asking for proactive referrals, because that is the key to creating a really solid business, is utilizing and implementing both methods and having a strategy for passive referrals and having a strong strategy for the proactive referrals. I hope you've enjoyed this video series. If you've enjoyed any of the information and you'd like to know a little bit more about how you can fast track your business, how you can get access to the cards and the referral CDs, and any information along those lines, I encourage you to click the link below and watch the video, which will give you some information about how you can get phenomenal results in your business. This is Rose Portia. It's been my pleasure to deliver this video series. I hope you've enjoyed it. Bye for now.